Oh my gosh. I'm like, I don't die, and then I'm gonna get stuck on the first move. Okay, so far it's looking pretty good. Someone could show up at any moment, so we just have to be careful. Okay, so he's wearing instigator gear, and I think this is gonna be great. Hey guys, I already found a new team and I'm really excited about those guys, but as you can see, I don't have a raid shield, which means that I have to defend this crappy base that has all of these open walls at some point while that cooldown is going on, because it's going to be tomorrow when the cooldown finishes. They're going to butt me right in and to the right side of their team so that I don't have to change any of my walls. And so really excited about that team. I will talk about that more in the next pro episode. But this is a rare opportunity for you guys to see what a pro does when he, is solo, because I've never actually had a pro account. I've had free-to-play accounts, solo, and that's it. I've never had a pro account solo. So I thought I would take this opportunity to show you guys kind of a mixture of a lot of different things that I would do on a pro account. So before we raid this base, we shouldn't get matched. If we do, we'll run back. Hopefully we'll be able to go. I went ahead and cleared out most of the way, or all of the way to the Necromancer. And so we're going to go and do the Necromancer real quick. And I might kill a few enemies there in Odin's, just so you can kind of see what I might do on a pro account, because like I said, I've never actually played solo on this pro account. Obviously I could do these things solo, and maybe I've done a few of them. All right, I am going to go ahead and start my tournament. You can see here that I didn't kill these two wood giants up here, and that's because I usually save those wood giants unless it's the last thing. Unless I'm with the team, it's super easy anyways, but if I'm solo, I save them. I don't really deal with them. If I need them for a tournament, I might kill them, but the best use of my time is to be working at the Sanctum, taking these guys out. Now, one thing that's similar to this account and my free-to-play solo account is, the Fire Dagger is king, okay? So I did a lot of Fire Dagger work. That was most of the damage I did. It was with a Fire Dagger. I had a little bit of simple bow stuff. I had a little bit of green bow. A lot of these bows that, they don't have that much durability. They're taking up room in my space, in my inventory. These type of things, I like to use those on a pro account. And then the biggest difference that I would never do on my free-to-play solo account is I have my own repair table. So I can repair more items than I would on a free-to-play account, because I would have to use so much silver on a free-to-play account. So I have this dragon bow. It doesn't have full durability. It's got 150 durability. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that all the way down to 1 durability, and then when I hit that 1 durability, I'm going to go repair it, and it's going to be beautiful, because then I'm going to be able to stick it back in that chest. Instead of 75% durability, it's going to have 100% durability. And this 1 dragon bow should be able to do most, if not all, of the damage of the entire Necromancer by itself. Thanks to the devs increasing purple gear, I really hope that the devs keep the purple gear at that high durability. It makes it actually worth using the purple gear in some situations. And so here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to aggro this guy, and I want him to use his skill. Okay, also I'm using instigator gear with 60 durability, so I can't die or my instigator gear disappears. So I can't do that, but I don't plan on dying. I might be a little risky, but okay, here we go. So we're going to slow him. We want him to use his skill. Okay, we're going to let him hit us once. There we go. Alright, so we're going to haste. And we're going to sneak past this giant. Don't want to aggro this giant. And then we're going to run the rest of the way. So that just a simple, might feel like a simple move, but the idea is I want to save that giant for when I'm doing fire bombs later. And then we'll just use this room. So, oh my gosh, I'm like, I don't die, and then I'm gonna get stuck on the first move. Okay, so I got to get in the hang of things. There we go. Okay, so you can see I'm doing 7,600 damage. I'm way faster than this guy. He did hit me. Okay, I got to get in the groove. There we go. Okay, it doesn't seem like he's affected that much by the slow. And I am going to go in here and use that. So that way I do a little bit more damage. So once I get the groove going, then it'll work out great. So I just need to get in the groove. 72 damage. We're doing okay. Okay, I don't need my speed potion anymore, so I'm going to switch that out for a weakening dart. Alright, let's see how we can make this work. Come on. Oh, crap. Come on, use your skill. I want to capitalize. Okay, so you can see there I'm doing 86 damage. Pretty good. Hopefully keep slowing him. Ah, he hit me again. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're going to get the groove now. You can see that damage going down fast. Okay, there I was not getting my bonus. I'm Pathfinder 2, and so I should be... I'm almost Pathfinder 3. I really wish I'd been Pathfinder 3 for this episode, because that would have been really epic. Obviously, doing, Odin solo is one of the best ways to get tons and tons of loot. And then I can apply a lot of that loot, because I'm not sharing with the team, I can apply a lot of that loot to points. So... now I may keep some of the loot for my new team, though they seem super rich already. But I'll make sure that they have everything they need before I throw anything away that we might need. And by throw away, I mean put in Odin's, which feels like throwing away, but obviously it's part of the game. No, I got hit again. Oh, whatever. It's fine. He's about to be dead. Alright, he's dead. 800 points for the tournament. And there we go. We got everything we need to open some caches. We got the forge key. Looking pretty good. I am going to go over here to tournaments real quick and just see. You know what? I need to get this dragon bow down to 1 durability. It is at 45, so I'm going to go do 44 shots. And that will help us out on the whole getting it down. We also need to get this instigator gear down. Well, we're not going to try to get that down, so never mind. Okay, I didn't bring my fire dagger, so let's cut a path that way. And by cut a path, I mean the path is already clear, so we're just going to go open, get the fire dagger, and then we'll start working on getting some more tournament points. Alright. He's dead. Oh my gosh, what just happened? No. Alright, well. Guess there's no avoiding that. Alright. I don't want to kill these giants. Let's see. Who else should we kill? Let's just kill all the little small guys. How are we doing on the tournament? Okay, we're 2nd place, and we obviously need to get to 3,000 points, so we'll work on that. So ideally, I'm able to get the longest possible range, but it can be really hard to hit you know, it's just really hard to hit the right number. Yeah, I'm just getting 60 right now. There we go, we got a 72. Obviously I can bowl of them and then definitely get the 72 damage. It's the easiest way. Okay, the rest are wood giants. So I am gonna just bring these guys back home. And by wood giants, I mean a giant hermit and a wood giant. Okay, so if I left right now, it would not be good. Because if I left, then when I came back in, they'd likely just be there and get triggered, and then, you know, we'd have to fight it out again, which I don't want. So I'm going to bring them over here. I'm going to kill a few things while I'm at it, and then once they show up, then we're going to come back and leave while they're on this side of the sanctum to make sure that they don't harass me and mess with me. So I'm going to go over here, and we're going to kill this man, this dude Muffin. Boom. Oh, the giant saw me. No. It's okay. No, why aren't you dead? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to use the speed potion because I've got lots of them. No big deal. And going to lose those guys some. All right, I'm in position. But just because I like to be extra safe, I'm waiting until they're on the mini-map and then I leave. So this guarantees that they're not going to be running past this door on their way, you know, back to their spots. So it's kind of annoying. You gotta, you know, keep track of which giants are from where, and as long as you keep track of it, you're fine. But if you have a giant from the right side and you brought him to the left, he could kill you. You have a giant from the left side on the right, or the Necromancer on the right. All of those combinations can really get you killed. Okay, I ignore this room. The room's dumb. In fact, I'm going to move the other way. Let's go to the other side. The other side has more small guys for us, so that's where we're going to go. Okay, we're going to open this door. 2 little guys are going to attack us, and we still have quite a bit of durability on our Dragon Bow. I know it doesn't look like it, but it really is a lot more than you might think. We're going to go ahead and check it, though, because well, no, it's fine right now. I do like to be extra cautious, though. There is no point in, you know. Okay. So there we go. We got 5 durability left. Let's go and we'll kill this last guy. So 5 durability means that I can shoot it 4 more times. That should be obvious, but just in case someone hasn't quite gotten the memo yet, that's the deal. Alright, so we're gonna one-shot this guy. Okay, never mind. Didn't need to do anything on him. Let's see, what are the other small guys? Alright, I think this is the last room that has some small guys that I need to clear before the firebomb trick. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this dragon bow has been officially used. He had 75% of a dragon bow, and we killed off the entire Necromancer with just that dragon bow. So, and then we're gonna just go repair it. And so that feels good. I'm gonna go ahead and finish killing these small guys while we're here. You can see here that, man, with just a few green bows and some instigator gear, that I just don't let them ever hit me, so it doesn't ever lose any durability. I can just do so much damage, so much unanswered damage. All right, wow, and I got to level up on the last hit. Okay, so we have killed all of the small guys, okay? The only stuff left to kill are giants, and we're going to use fire bombs. If you guys have not seen me use fire bombs, it's, you know, you got to check out one of those videos. It is the most efficient way to do the Sanctum. And because these giants are on the right side of the map, we can exit. They're on the right side. We found them on the right side. They're still on the right side. We can go ahead and exit. Now, there was one of the giants is on the top left side. And so there is a chance that he could go left side and he might show up, but it's just a giant hermit. If that is the case, then it'll be good for me to know that. I'll just go in with, I might go in naked just because I like to play it safe. But even if I went in with instigator gear, he'd probably just hit me a couple times. Okay, we are home. And we need to start getting ready for a raid. We're not going to raid yet because we want to do the giant event, and so we'll wait on that. But we need to put some stuff away, and so man, my base is a little crazy right now, and pretty much all of my chests are full. But one of the things that I'm going to do to prepare for this raid is I'm going to just build a ton of these things, okay? In fact, let me see. I always should be doing this, but I never do. I need to be building the maximum amount, so we're going to build 20 of these. I'm finally going to follow my own advice. So, all right, and then we'll put one right here. Boom. Okay. We have built. Yeah, okay, we built all 55 chests. None of them have anything in it, and but hopefully the enemy doesn't know that. They're gonna come in here, they're gonna be like chests everywhere, and hopefully they'll, you know, loot a little bit. Maybe it'll look like the base is really poor. You know, a lot of times when people use even a level 1 lockpick, they're paying like 50 gold for, you know, a ton of lockpicks, but when they see an empty one, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting out of this base. So people hate wasting lockpicks, which is great. That's good for us. Okay, looks like I did not win the tournament. Oh, I am. I didn't get 3,000 and I'm still winning. That is absolutely insane. I'm really sad I didn't hit that last little mark, but it is kind of nice to win, and I was not expecting that with such few points. I really thought my dragon bow was going to be able to let me kill like at least a giant, and that would have pushed me over, but the Necromancer took a little bit more of the durability of it. So okay, so I'm going to put right next to the repair table, I'm going to put that dragon bow that we're going to repair, and this is getting really close. 17. I can use those other 16 shots. I only use that thing just to slow an enemy down, and or that's what I've been using this one for. And so I'll probably wait until that hits one, and then actually I may just throw away that thing because I got so many purples that I might be using. We'll see what I'm gonna do as far as my repair table goes, but I am gonna go ahead and secure my forge key. I think my other forge key is right here. Great. Boom, 2 forge keys. And you can see I got lots of purple gear, lots of dragon bows. Okay, next time I'll use this one. I don't know if that's going to be quite enough to kill the Necromancer, but you could see how fast I killed that Necromancer. It was just like, boom, gone. And so that feels good. I forgot to open up the caches. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go open up the caches. Let's get ready for the PvP event. What we're going to do for this PvP event is we're going to wear... Okay, 4 minutes. Oh, I didn't get dressed. Okay, so we got 1 minute until the giant treasure appears. Now, I don't really want to show up right when it appears. I want to show up a little bit later. Maybe some people kind of joined and got scared off, and And basically, I think about 1 minute in is the ideal. We'll see. But here we go. We're going to open the common treasury, see what we get, and then we'll open, probably after the giant treasure, we'll go open the silver and see if we get some more stuff. But a lot of what we're looking for right now is points. So, you know, we just want the maximum amount of points, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so this isn't bad. We got a lot of fire grenades, which I love. That's good. Yeah, this isn't bad. I can probably turn in some of that for points, but it's not going to really be worth that many points. Okay, the giant treasure just opened up, so we're going to run over, switch out our boots, because I kept the instigator boots on because I wanted to run quickly. But other than that, we're completely ready to do the giant treasure solo, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm here. You can see my gear is really crappy. I did have to throw on this extra hat. I'm not exactly sure why I didn't have enough battle ratings. Sometimes the gear score does some weird things on you. So, but we're just going in, and chest opens in 14 seconds. But we have nothing that we're not going to be repairing these blue weapons. So we keep the durability really low on them, and we use them just to get in here to see if anyone is here. Okay, don't see anyone. So we're going to go. Close the door. Okay, so far it's looking pretty good. Someone could show up at any moment, so we just have to be careful. But so far we're looking okay. Boom. Okay, we're gonna take all that and we're gonna run. And honestly, we could keep sneaking, but I'm just gonna run. Once we get through this stairwell, we're pretty much home free. Unless we experience a lot of lag, we're going to get out of here. There we go. Just like that, guys, we got all of the loot from Giant. We came with nothing we weren't willing to lose, and we get to keep doing that. In fact, I've never died doing this. And so I've been using pretty much the same gear, which is why I was so confused why I didn't have enough gear score, because I'm pretty sure I haven't had to use this hat in the past. But oh well, we got there, we got in, we got the gear, and so we got 2 purples that I can give to my teammates, and if they need it, and if they don't, I may just turn it in for points. But I'm definitely going to turn in these 75 points, which just gets me a little bit closer to Pathfinder 3. Okay, so we're going to go ahead while we're putting things away, and while we're working on trying to fix up our, or go open the silver cache in Odin's, we're going to put everything away. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to just put some walls down. I'm going to destroy everything here a little later on, but we're going to put these walls down just so that no one can see what is in our base. And so this is kind of a weird thing, but we're gonna just kind of go with it. So you can see, this is just such a bizarre way, but basically I'm just closing in the ends. My base is still going to look real bizarre. People are going to tell right away that it was supposed to be a team base, and that may inspire them to attack. But we're also going to be defending our base. Must be a room, must be a room. Got it. Okay. So, I'll go ahead and... Do I have any more doors? Oh, just got matched in a raid. Alright, we gotta be quick. Whatever decision we're gonna make, we gotta make it fast. Alright. So I'm literally just making it where they don't know where to attack. I mean, if they're smart, they know where to attack, but just weeding them out a little bit. Okay, let's go get geared up. Put our firebow on, get ready. Actually, let's see if we're matched with the solo player because... Okay, great. We got matched with the solo player. He's the same level as us, so I think we're going to be okay. Really wish I was Pathfinder 3 right now. Okay, and we're going to switch over to Sharpshooter 3. Or, sorry, Sharpshooter 2. And... We're doing okay. Feeling okay. I really should grab a hammer. Two hammers here. I know I have more hammers somewhere, but I'm gonna switch to hammer, and then if it's a melee character, then I'll switch back over to bolas. Now, unfortunately, I didn't put a door here, but I guess that's fine. I think I just blocked myself in to my base. Now that I think about it, I'm trapped. No, I'm not. I'm not trapped. I can get out the front like normal, and then I can get out right here. Okay, so I don't know if this guy's going to raid us or not, but we are going to go ahead and assume we're going to go over to Odin's and open that silver cache. While we're waiting to see what happens with this guy. Now, what I'm doing is a little bit on the dangerous side, because if this guy, especially if this guy has seen any of my videos and he knows what my base is, and he's, which hopefully if they've seen my videos, they're a fan and they're not wanting to take me out. But honestly, just usually you need to scout. Like, it's wise to scout out a base before you raid it. And so kind of what I'm banking on is that he's going to be a smart player and that he'll scout it out. And then as soon as he scouts it out, I'm going to set up position, set up traps if I need to, kind of get in position to actually have the fight itself. But I'm already geared for PvP, so by the time he gets back, gets geared and comes back, then I'm good. Now, if he's pay to win and he thinks I can take on anyone who is my level, that, then we may have some other problems. Oh, yes! This is great! The spell potion, hell staff, which is money, and then we got a Loki's rune, and I like these fireworks. So, in fact, I'm going to celebrate right now. I'm going to leave everything here, because, might as well, right? I'm in a raid window. As soon as I get my shield, I'll do it. But I will do a little celebration. There we go. See how pretty those are? I love these fireworks. They're so pretty. We're going to do one more. Look. It's a new year. Yes. I saw a meme where someone was like, or I don't know, one of the people in the Frostborn community was like, nobody, blank, and then Frostborn devs, we need more fireworks. And I was like, ain't nobody. I love those fireworks. They just add spice to the game. I love it. They just add like a flavor to it. Okay, so if he doesn't respond, I might raid him just for the fun of being solo. I'm not gonna go in good gear, but we'll see. Okay, so I have everything here. I'm just gonna go naked with a few hatchets and literally just 3 level 1 hatchets and just see, you know, how he responds. So this is cool because you're gonna get to see how I would scout in a solo pro context, because y'all may have seen me do it in free to play. Honestly, in a free to play, I just never do it. So we're gonna look around, see what he's got. Okay, we got some level 1 walls on the outside. Let's break it. See if said guy shows up. Wow, that was kind of a lucky shot. Okay, I heard a door open, so I think we're about to get waylaid. I'm naked, come kill me. Come kill me. Alright, let's see if he kills me before I get out of there. Oh. I died, okay. Well, let's see. So, do you think he's bluffing? Should I go in blue gear and see if I can kind of get him to ramp up his gear? Alright, we're going to go in blue gear. See how he responds to some blue gear. And I'm going to bring this... poison bow. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna test this guy out, see what he's made of. Okay, so we're hoping that we're gonna ramp this up a little bit. We're in blue gear, which is gonna beat the gear that he was wearing, and we're gonna see. Okay, so he's wearing instigator gear, and I think this is gonna be great. He might be baiting me, but I think I'm gonna take the bait. Well, unfortunately, I cannot find my dispel potion, my speed potion. So I'm gonna just hope that I win the fight. Even though it's a home base. I normally would never bring a fire bow to someone else's base. They just have too much of an advantage. And honestly, I'm already starting to be a little nervous about it. I may just grab my lockpicks and go home. But we'll see if he's there or not. Alright, got my lockpicks. Let's see. Yeah, I feel nervous. I feel nervous. Honestly, he's gonna have to come out. If he wants to come out, I'll fight him. But otherwise, I'm not gonna give him the advantage. Well, guys, I'm not going to go in there and give him a big advantage over me. And so even though I could beat him, I'm not going to risk a fire bow. Just in case he's sitting there with the fire bow and a Gorgon's helmet and he can just take me out. He didn't have crazy good skills, but I don't have crazy good skills. And so if he had the better gear, if he baited me once, obviously he was a smart enough player to bait me, and so he can have the blue gear. I'm a little sad I brought the poison bow now that I lost it, but everything else I have more than enough. And I kept him away from my base, which he didn't even realize how vulnerable my base was. So we'll see if he comes but he would be really stupid to come at this point. And the real reason we're doing this raid is actually just to get the shield. So he's saying thanks for the poison bow, and I'm saying good bait. So all right, there we have it. If that guy truly was had amazing stuff and was able to beat me, then he missed out on being able to raid my base while I was vulnerable, and I will be able to join up with the team next time. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, honestly, that character was good enough to where he can just use his defensive advantage. So either he would just stay in his instigator gear, and that's maybe the best gear he has, and just hide, just keep being annoying. And on a 1v1 context, in that with him having the advantage, I'm not going to risk my firebow like that. Could I have grabbed a dragon bow? Yeah, I should have done that. That way y'all would have had a more entertaining fight. We could have fought it out, and hopefully I would have been able to land the wind. But honestly, he had a good stuff. Instigator gear is, we make, as much as we make fun of it for PvP, it still is pretty good gear. So so we did it. We did Odin's. We soloed Odin's. I'm going to go clear out all the giants of Odin's. And we did the fire giant. And we did the giant treasure grove with no opportunity. Yeah. So we did it. We soloed Odin's. I'm going to go kill all the giants with fire grenades. And we did and then we did the giant treasure, and no one showed up, so we got all of the loot for free. And then we went on a raid. It's kind of more for the fun of it. The guy baited us really well by coming out there with this steel axe and raider gear. And so we'll see. I just wasn't willing to risk my firebow. And but now we have a 48-hour shield, and before that shield runs out, we'll be joining up with our new team. So that's a little bit what it looks like to be a pro player when you're solo or when you're between teams. Obviously, if I was truly solo, I'd have a base that was built for being solo, and I would be a lot better at solo PvP. But in my opinion, if you're playing Frostborn at a pro level, you should really be playing with a team. There's so much more potential with team. The tank, healer, and damage dealer combinations are going to be far more than 4 times as powerful. So in order to truly master this game, you really need to learn and play with the teams. All right, guys. I'll see you next time.